Hey, welcome everybody. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV, Statis Pro, Seaver is back replay, 1983. This is the sixth Seaver start. He is 1-2 with a 3.8 ERA. Next time I'll bring up what he was actually at this point. We can always look that up. It just takes a second. Let's see. Let's see, we're doing an 83 at this point. This is his sixth start. So actually his ERA was a little bit lower from what I remember. His ERA was a little bit lower. Let me see. Pitch by pitch. I mean, game by game. Okay. So versus Reds, he had a. Oh, it doesn't give me his overall ERA. It gives me his. Wow, he did pitch a shutout on the versus the Pirates. That's pretty good. That's pretty impressive. Let me go to Baseball Reference. Probably a little bit quicker and faster. There it is. And then I just pull up his game logs for 83. My alarm's going off. Thinks I'm going to work today. All right, let's do that real quickly here. Sometimes it takes a second or two to load. All right. Pitching logs, 83. Man, he pitched a lot of years. All right. Almost a 20-year career. Almost. Listed by one season. All right. By this game, before this game, he had a 2.38 ERA, and he was 1-2. So his ERA was about a run lower, but eventually it goes up higher. All right, let's start this off here. Let me go over the lineups. It's Gary Redis in left field, Eddie Milner in center field, and Cesar Cedeno batting third and right field. Johnny Bench is in cleanup. He's now playing third base by 83. Dan Driessen is the first baseman. Batting fifth, batting sixth is Ron Oster, the second baseman. Seventh is Dave Concepcion, the shortstop. Alex Trevino, the catcher. Batting eighth and batting ninth is Mario Soto versus Tom Seaver. And it is 1983. Let's do it. Fast action, that's a 7, so that's going to be off of Redis. And a 36 will be a strikeout. So Seaver picks up a quick K. Eddie Milner's next. That's a CD, so we pull again. A 10, that'll be off Milner, and a 67, that'll be an LN. It's popped up. Left side, third base. Who's over there today? Tucker Ashford makes the catch. 2 down. Here comes Cesar Cedeno. I believe he homered off Seaver. We played the Reds about 2 weeks ago. That's a 7. That's off Cedeno. A 72. That'll be an RN out. And that's a line out to short. No error, but I don't usually don't get an error for a line out. That's highly unusual. It's either a hit because it's a line out. It's I mean, you hit it hard, right? It's unusual to get an error on the line out. All right, so the Mets are coming up to bat. Mets lineup is Wilson in center field, Ashford at third base, Darryl Strawberry, the right fielder, batting third. This is the first game that Strawberry plays with Seaver pitching. George Foster, left fielder, Ron Hodges, the catcher, Brian Giles at second base, batting seventh. Batting eighth is Jose Oquendo, the shortstop, and then Tom Seaver, of course, batting ninth. So let's do it. All right, it's a 6, so that'll be off Soto. Soto is 2-7, so it's a 71. That'll be an out, pitcher out. It's a ball hit right back to the mound. Soto feels it. I'm sorry, it's SN. It's an SN out. It's a pop-up to third. A lot of pop-ups in this game. I'm going to have to turn off that my phone alarm doesn't stop. It's annoying me. So Mookie Wilson pops up, and next up is Thomas Tucker Ashford. It's a 7. That's going to be Soto's card. A 62. That'll be an RN. That'll be a pop-up in front of the mound, and it's the catcher calling for it. Who's that? Trevino. So back-to-back pop-ups. Like I said, there's a lot of pop-ups in this game. Here's Darryl Strawberry. Did I pull Darryl Strawberry's card? Strawberry, then Kingman, then Foster, then Hodges, then Giles, then Akendo, and Seaver. There you go. I have 2 extra players here. All right, Darryl Strawberry. That's a 5. That's Soto again, an 87. He is a righty versus a lefty, and that's going to be a base hit single. So Strawberry rips one. He's got a single. He's on first. So Soto loses 1 there. And here's Kingman. Hasn't hit a home run for us yet, I don't think. That's a 2. That's going to be Soto, a 22, and that is a strikeout. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. And we move to the top of the second. Seaver against Johnny Bench. It's a 7. That's off bench, a 33, and that's a drive way back to left field. Back goes Foster, looks up, and that's gone. Home run, John Bench. And he loses 2 points on that. Next is Dan Driessen with a 10. That's off Driessen. And 86 will be a LN. Bounce to the second. No error. 1 down. Played by Giles. And throws out Driessen. Here's Ron Oster. That's a BD, so we pull again. 11 again, so 88. He is a switch hitter, so it's a righty versus a lefty, and this is going to be a ball hit up the middle and through into center field for a base hit. Dave Concepcion is next. Oh, that was off Oster, right? Anyway, there's no error. All right, there's an 11. Again, another one off Concepcion. This is a 75 RN. Oh, this could be a potential double play. Concepcion is a B. With a runner on first. What did I say it was? It was a G4, runner on first, G4. It's going to be a 4-6-3 double play. It goes from Giles to Akendo to Kingman. 1 run on 2 hits. Nobody left. And we go to, did I pull an error? Yeah, I did. No error. Okay. So here's George Foster leading off. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Reds. An 8. Saw Foster, 62. And that is popped up left side. Third baseman Bench. He's there. 1 down. Next is Ron Hodges. Let me get some sound in the background here. It's driving me crazy. No sound. Let's see. All right. Hold on 1 second. I'm just getting the crowd noise in the background. It's unsettling to hear it so quiet.
Replay video live from Milwaukee. Top of the first.
All right. Ron Hodges. It's a 3. That's going to be off Soto. With a 65, and it's an LN. That's a fly out to left field. Drifting over is Reedus. He makes the catch. 2 down. Here's Brian Giles. That's an 8. And now it's off Giles with a 65, and that's an R. And out, bounce to short, charged by Concepcion. And that's the final out. 3 up, 3 down. Top of the third. It's going to be Alex Trevino leading off. It's going to be Trevino, Soto on deck, and then Gary Reedus, the top of the order in the hole. Here's the pitch from Terrific. That's a 9. That's off Trevino, and a 13 will be he's a righty versus a righty, and just missed it. It's a little nubber to third base, charged by Tucker Ashford, but it's an infield hit. So Trevino's on at first. Trevino will not steal. Soto will bunt. He is a sacrifice. A 17 will be a good bunt. Batter out, pitcher to second. So it's a sack, 1-4. And Trevino goes to second base. Top of the order. We have to reduce Seaver by 1 for that single. All right, it's going to be 6 off Seaver, a 13. Jesus Christ. We can't get a break. That's line to center field with 1 out. Trevino, we're going to hold him. It might be an early day. Trevino will hold on that. First and third. So, but that's off Seaver's card, so we don't check for the error. And Reedus is a righty versus a righty, but 13 is not an out. Okay, so Eddie Milner now. All right, so that's another one. Seaver loses. Here goes. That's a 6. That's off Seaver, and an 83. This will be an out. An LN, and that is a fly out to right field. This may be a. Oh no, it's not going to be a. Too shallow. So no, he's got to be an OBR of A or B or even C, but he's a D, I'm pretty sure. Trevino is at third base. Yeah, Trevino is a OBR, an on base running, I guess it represents OBR. I'm just guessing. And he is a D, so he'll hold on that. And then here's Cesar Cedeno. See if Seaver can get out of this one without allowing a run. That's 5. That's off Seaver, and a 67. That'll be an RN, and that's bounced to third. Fielded cleanly by Ashford. Inning over, no runs. 2 hits, 2 left. And we go to the bottom of the third. Jose Oquendo, Tom Seaver, and Mookie Wilson coming up against Soto. Then we're going to shuffle after this. That's a BD, so we roll again. That's an 11. It's Oquendo, 81. That'll be an out, an RN, fly ball, left field. Towards the line goes Gary Reedus, and he's there for the out. 1 down. Here is Terrific batting. Pull the card. It's going to be off Terrific, a 14, and that's a drive in the gap, and that's going to split the outfielders. And Seaver around second is going to try for third, and he slides into third base with a triple, a 1-out triple for Tom Terrific. That's pretty funny. Rolled a 14, and his 14 is a triple, 14 to 17. Must have had a couple of triples that year. All right, so 1-out runner on third, and field will come in. And that was off Seaver's card. He's going to pull for an error. No error. I'm going to reduce Soto. And infield's in. Here's a pitch. It's a BD. Ooh. BD on who? He is a 0 BD. So we're going to pull a card. See what happens. Nothing there. It's a 64. And that's going to probably say no action. Just keep on playing. All right. So we're going to do it again. A 9. That's off Wilson. And a 68, an SN, fly out to right. And Seaver's on base rating is a D, so that'll. And I'll just make sure. Runner on second, runner on third, F9. Yep, that's correct. So he will hold, that's 2 outs. And here's Tucker Ashford. So Soto checks in with Trevino for the sign, shakes him off. Now he sees something he likes and comes to the plate. That's a 3. That's going to be off Soto, and an 86. Actually, it's a righty versus a righty. That'll be an out. That'll be an RN, and it's a fly ball, left field. Reedus is there. So no runs, 1 hit, the triple. They leave Seaver stranded at third. Mets had a terrible team in '83, and then we go to the top of the fourth, and we're going to shuffle. All right, we're back at the top of the fourth. Johnny bench, Dan Driessen, Ron Oster, 1-0 Reds. Here's a pitch from Terrific. That's off bench, and an 87. He's a righty versus a righty. That'll be an out, an RP, fly ball left field. Foster's there, 1 down. Dan Driessen. So 4, that's off Seaver of 14, and that is line to right for a base hit. Off Seaver's card. Ron Oster's next. And we're going to try hit and run. His hit and run rating is 0. Let's see where that is. Where's the hit and run? Bunting, clutch defense. Hit and run down here. And it's going to be a 38. And a 0-38 is a ground out, runner second. Bounce to Giles. Runner moves up. So 2 outs, runner on second base for Dave Concepcion. Here's a pitch. It's an 8. That's off Concepcion, and a 44 will be an out. RN. So again, Seaver popped up, middle of the infield, shortstop. Okenda on the outfield grass. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We move to the bottom of the fourth. Darryl Strawberry's up. A 6, that's off Soto, a 31, and that's a strikeout. So Strawberry strikes out. They had him batting third as a 19-year-old, I believe he was. It's a 7, that's off Soto, a 42, and that's ball 4. So he walks Kingman. So the Mets finally have a runner on base after they've had, so far they have 2 hits, and this is the 3rd runner on base. Here's George Foster. Clutch defense, oh boy. Third base, bench, probably not a very good defender. He's got a 0 there. And we pull a 41. He's got a 0. 0, 41. That's no action, so we're going to do it again. Pull the card. That's a 6. That's off Soto. 61. That'll be an out. RP. And that's a line out right back to the mound. L1. 2 outs. So Foster rips it right through the middle, and Mario Soto gets the glove up and makes the grab in self-defense. Here's Ron Hodges with 2 outs and 1 on. Kingman takes his lead. That's a 3 again, Soto, 13, and that's lefty, righty, left. That's going to be a base hit to left. And Kingman will try to go to third, and he is safe at third. So Hodges picks up a single. Oh, what did I do there? Okay. So first and third for the Mets with 2 outs, and here comes Brian Giles, who grounded out earlier in the game in the 2nd inning. Here's a pitch, and that's going to be off Giles, and a 23, and that's going to be a line drive base hit to right. 1 run will score. Hodges will try for third, and a 36, he will make it. So first and third, RBI single. The game is tied. They drive in Kingman. Giles does with a single, 2-out single. That's going to be 2 runs. And we're going to check for an error because I believe that was off the batter card, and there's no error. And here comes Okenda. And that's a 5. That's going to be off Soto, an 83. That'll be an out, an RN. And that's a bouncer to first. No error. Played by Driessen to end the inning. But 1 run comes in on 2 hits. And the game is tied at 1. We go to the top of the 5th. It's going to be the bottom of the order. Trevino, who's 1 for 1, Soto. And then it's Gary Arias. See if Seaver can get us through this inning. It's a 7. Again, it's off Trevino with a 61, but that'll be an out, an RN. Bounce to third. Fielded cleanly by Tucker Ashford, and throws a strike to Dave Kingman. 1 down. Mario Soto. It's off Soto, and an 85. Pitcher out. Bounce to second. Oh, and that's going to be an error on Giles, I believe. 2-4. 2-10. unless he's a 1, and he is a 2, so he's going to boot it. Let's see what kind of an error. It's going to be an error 2, which may be error 2 with nobody on base. Wild throw to first, batter to second if he has an OBR of A or B, and he does not, so he's going to hold at first base. So it's an E4, and now Seaver is going to have to work his way out of this situation here with the runner on first and 1 out, and it's going to be the top of the order coming up. Gary Reedus. Here's a pitch, and that's off Reedus, and that's a 48, which will be a strikeout. So big K again, Reedus with a big strikeout. He struck out to lead off the game, and now he struck out with a runner on first here in the top of the 5th. And here's Eddie Milner, dangerous hitter. 7, that's off 88. He is a lefty. That's going to be a base hit, single. Runner advances, stops at second. So first and second. Righty versus lefty splits, and I knew that was going to happen. Somebody was going to get on. All right, here's Cesar Statis. Seaver needs to really reach back with a little extra now. Seaver's been having terrible luck because everything is off the batter card, and the couple of times that it's been off the pitcher card, they've been low numbers and they've been hits. So I believe I didn't reduce Seaver by 1. I believe, but we can always double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Correct. All right. Here's Cedeno. Pitch to Cedeno, which is a 3. That's off Seaver finally, and it's an 83. He will get out of it. RN, fly ball, center field. Mookie Wilson, he's there. Squeezes it for the out. That retires the side. No runs. 2 left. A hit and an error. And we move to the bottom of the 5th. It's going to be Tom Seaver leading us off in the bottom of the 5th. Soto with a pitch, and that's off of Seaver, 2082, and that's an out. A little number in front of the plate. Catcher Trevino throws out Seaver, 1 down. 7, that's going to be off Soto against Mookie Wilson, and a 54. It's an SN out, and it's a fly to right. Out there is Cedeno, makes the catch, 2 down. Tucker Ashford. Ashford is 0 for 2. He's popped up and flied out. That's an 8. That's going to be off Ashford, a 72, and that's going to be a bouncer to second. Fielded by Oster, and he fields it cleanly to end the inning. 3 up and 3 down. Top of the 6th. And it's going to be John Bench leading it off. Bench, he's 1 for 2 with a home run. Driessen and Oster. Pitch from Seaver. It's a 5. That's off Seaver. An 18, and that'll be a strikeout. So he strikes out Bench here for the first out in the top of the 6th. Next is Dan Driessen, an 11. That's off Driessen, a 34, and that just missed being a home run. He swings and misses at a high fastball, and he goes down on strikes. 2 out. Back-to-back Ks for terrific. Next up is Oster. He's 1 for 2 with a single. That's clutch defense. Pull another card. A 6 is off Seaver, and a 63 will be an SN, a fly ball. In the gap after it is Wilson. He runs it down. 3 up and 3 down. All right. Darryl Strawberry. Leading off. After this, I'm going to head off to the gym, because if I don't do that, I'm going to get caught doing other things and I won't end up getting there. So I want to go to the gym today and tomorrow for sure before I got to go back to work on Monday. Darryl Strawberry leading off here in the bottom of the 6th inning. After this, we're going to shuffle. After every 3 innings, I shuffle. All right, here's Mario Soto with the pitch to Strawberry. That's a 9. That's off Strawberry, and a 75 will be a bouncer right back to the mound, fielded cleanly by Soto, and he throws out Strawberry. 1 down. Kingman now. That's off Kingman. That's a 38. And that's, whoa, a swing and a miss. Struck him out. Kingman, big swing. And here's Foster now with a 6. That's off Soto. 27. That's a strikeout. Back-to-back Ks to end the inning. No runs. No hits, none left. We move to the top of the 7th inning. All right, let's finish this off, and then I'm going to head to the gym, get that out of the way. All right, Dave Concepcion is leading off here in the top of the 7th inning. It's Concepcion, Trevino, and Soto. Concepcion's 0 for 2, grounds it into a double play and popped up. Here's the pitch from Seaver. That's an 8, so that's off Concepcion. That's going to be a 15. That's going to be lined for a base hit to left. So a single, and Concepcion's on at first. Now we've got a situation. We're going to go for a, and that was, we're going to check for the error, no error, and we're going to, you know what, hit away. Let me try hit and run. I'm going to try hit and run, and then I'm going to try bunt. I want to pull the pitcher. So it's a 28 on a hit and run. He's a 0. 28, that's going to be a runner out stealing is safe. Ouch. Let me see what he, 28 on a hit and run, a 0. 28 is there. Runner out stealing. He's an SO, an SP. He's out at second. So it's going to be Trevino's a righty. It's going to be a 2-4. So there goes the runner. Misses the hit and run. Swings through it. Throw down from Hodges, and they got him at second base. The tag put on by Giles. And Alex Trevino's up. Continues to bat. All right, it's a 7. That's off Trevino's card. And that's a 32, and that will be a strikeout. So 2 outs, and here's a pitcher. We didn't want to pull him anyway, so it worked out perfect. A 4, that's off Seaver, a 22, and that is a strikeout. Back-to-back Ks for Seaver. That's 4, 5, 6 Ks for Seaver today. So no runs, 1 hit, nobody left. And we move to the bottom of the 7th inning stretch. So get over to the concession, grab yourself a brewski. Hodges is going to lead off. Made a great throw to second base to gun down Concepcion. And here's a pitch from Soto. That's a 7. That's off Soto's card. And a 62 will be a bouncer to short, fielded by Concepcion, and on target to Driessen. 1 down. Giles next. CD, we got to pull again. It's a 5. That's off Soto, a 56. That'll be a ball right back to the mound, and Soto fields it cleanly and throws out Giles. 2 down. Here's Okendo. The game's gone really fast. That's 10. That's off Okendo, 67. So RN, that's a bouncer to third, fielded by Bench, and Bench throws a strike to Driessen. 3 up and 3 down. So this may be Seaver's last inning because he leads off the bottom of the 8th. Top of the 8th is going to be the top of the order, Ritas. It's going to be Ritas and Ritas, Milner, and Cedeno. So we got a couple of arms warming up in the bullpen. It's going to be righty, lefty, Sisk, and Diaz. So here's a pitch from Terrific. Aha, it's off Terrific's card. Always a good thing. And that's a bouncer to short, played by Okendo. Okendo, strong arm, throws out Ritas. He's 1 for 4 today. Next up is Milner, who's 1 for 3. He's singled in the 5th inning. Pitch from Seaver, that's an 8, and that's going to be a 71. LN. It's a line out and caught by the first baseman, Kingman. 2 out. Next up is a 5. That's off Seaver, a 65, an RN. And that's bounced to third, played by Ashford on a short hop. And he throws out Cedeno. 3 up and 3 down. And we go to the bottom of the 8th, leading off is Seaver, and he's going to be called back for a pinch hitter. The score of this game, by the way, is 1-1. I haven't been saying it. But the Reds came up with a run in the 2nd, and then the Mets came up with a run in the 4th. And the score is 1-1. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's going to be a pinch hitter. Who's it going to be? That's a good question. It's going to be Soto's a righty. We're going to bring in Rusty Staub. All right, Staub. So that's it for Seaver. He went 8 innings, gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run. Walks. I don't think he walked anybody today. That's good. Struck out 6. No hit by pitches and no wild pitches. So he had a good outing. So his ERA will definitely go down into the 2s. And if the Mets score in this inning, he can pick up the victory. Otherwise, he's going to remain 1-2. So let's see if the Mets can win this. It's going to be Stoop. It's going to be Staub coming up. All right, here's a pitch from Soto. It's a 4, so that's going to be off Soto, and a 37. That'll be a strikeout. So Staub goes down swinging. 1 out. Wilson is next with a BD and pull another card. That's off Soto, and a 12. He's a switch hitter, so that 12 will be a base hit. I believe, yes. It's a righty versus a lefty. No, a right-handed pitcher versus a lefty bat. Oh, no. It's going to be an out. It's going to be an ascend, and it's a pop up to third. 2 out. And next is this is Tucker Ashford. It's going to be off Ashford, a 64. It's going to be a fly out right field. And that's Cedeno out there, makes the catch. 3 up and 3 down. So he's retired 13 in a row. Soto has. So after he's pitched well the whole game. He only had 1 trouble inning, which is the 4th inning. We gave up a couple of hits and a walk. Top of the 9th, it's going to be Johnny Bench. We're going to have a new pitcher. We got a righty, a lefty, and Oster, I believe, is a switch hitter, or is he a righty? He's a switch hitter. So we're going to bring in Carlos Diaz. There he is. And Diaz's RR is a 5. And here goes. Let's do it. Johnny Bench is up. He's got 1 for 3 with a home run. That's a 6. That's off Diaz. And a 61 will be an out. What am I doing? What am I doing? Let's try that again. Pulling from the wrong side. All right. That's a 9. It's going to be off Diaz. And an 88. He's a lefty versus a righty. That's going to be a single. Ground ball through the hole into left field. So a leadoff single for Bench. And do we run for Bench? Let's see, I got a guy named Krenchicki. And he is an OBR of C. Bench is an OBR of D. I got Jeff Jones. All right, let's run with Jeff Jones. So Jeff Jones is running now. And he can steal, so he's going to try to steal. Let's pull a card. There he goes. And the throw down. He should be safe. 22 says any runner steals, so he's safe. Stolen base for Jeff Jones. And now we're going to intentionally walk Driessen. It's going to be Ron Oster. And he's going to squirt a bunt. Oster is a 75 BB. That's going to be a batter fouls out to catcher. Okay, so a little pop-up. FO2. 1 away. Next is Concepcion. He'll swing away. So he's lost 1 there, and he lost another one. No, none on the intentional walk. Okay, it's an 11. That's off Concepcion. That's an 88. Lefty versus a righty, 88. That's going to be a single base hit. Runners advance 1 base, so the bases are loaded. And that is off Concepcion. No, we're not going to count that. Here's Alex Trevino now with the bases loaded. Infield's going to have to come in for the Mets. Here's a pitch. It's a 5. That's off Diaz, a 76. What kind of an out will that be? It's going to be Trevino's an RN. That's going to be a star line 2. No error with the bases loaded. Infield into 2. That's probably going to be a force at the plate. Bases loaded. G2. Infield in, runner on third, out at home as catcher fields and steps on home. Makes sense. So it's a unassisted 2, fielder's choice. U2. Bases are still loaded now. And it's the pitcher, and we're going to have to bring in a pinch hitter here. And it's going to be, I'm going to bring in Bill Ardello. He's a righty. He's going to come in, play catcher. Here in the 9th. Oh, not, can he play third? But no, we're going to bring in Krenchicki. Hold on a second. That's wrong. Because then, that's wrong. I was thinking Bench is a catcher. He's not a catcher. All right, so it's Krenchicki's there, and the base is loaded. 2 out, and here's a pitch. That's an 8. That will be off Diaz, and a 65 will be an out. LN is a grounded to short, played fielded cleanly by Oquendo, and that retires aside. So no runs, 2 hits. They leave the bases loaded. We move to the bottom of the 9th inning. There's a new pitcher coming in for the Reds. It's going to be Tom Hume. There you go, and he's at a 10, RR of a 10. And we're going to go the bottom of the 9th. Strawberry leading off against Tom Hume. Let's do it. It's a 3. That's off Hume. A 37, and that will be an out. LP. That's a bouncer to short. Concepcion throws out Strawberry. 1 down. Next up is Kingman with a 12. That's off Kingman. A 14, and that is ripped down the line. Fair ball into the corner. Kingman around first, digging for second to throw to second. He is safe with a double. And we're going to check for the error. No error. And here is George Foster. They're going to walk Foster. Set up the double play. Hodges is coming up. We'll let Hodges bat. And we got, our switches. We got Bill Ardello at, third base is going to be. And the pitcher will come in here. Double switch. All right. So Ron Hodges is up. Okay, we got a 6. It's off Hume. And an 88. So a righty versus a lefty. Righty versus a lefty. 88. That's going to be a single. Runners advance 1 base. So bases are loaded with 1 out here. So righty versus lefty. 88 is a single. Runners advance. And 87 would have been the game. Bases are loaded. Giles, infield's in. Here is the pitch. A 5. That's off Hume. And a 58 will be some sort of an out. An RN is a pop-up to the catcher. And Bill Ardello makes, Trevino makes the catch. 2 out. And here's Oquendo. We're going to let Oquendo bat. Yes, we are. Here's a pitch. It's a 6. That's off Oquendo. And a 56 will be an out. RN. A fly ball left field. Under it is Reedus. Makes the catch. And the Mets leave the bases loaded. Yikes. No runs. 2 hits. 3 left. And we go to the top of the 10th inning. Now we start using the column system. So we extend because it goes into extra innings, so I use the columns. And going to be top of the order. Top of the order for the Reds against Diaz. All right. So this is probably Diaz's last inning because there'll be a pinch hitter coming up in the bottom of the 10th. All right, it's a 6. That's off Diaz, a 33, and that's a strikeout. Third time, Rita strikes out. Next up, a 7. That's off Diaz, and an 85. That'll be an out. An LN, bounce to second, played by Giles. 2 down. And here's Cedeno with an 8. That's off Diaz, a 27, and that's a strikeout. So 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And no runs, no hits in the top of the 10th inning. And we move to the bottom of the 10th. It's going to be a pinch hitter here for the Mets. And who's it going to be? That's a good question. So righty. It's going to be Danny Heat. Going to pinch hit. All right. And all right, let's do it. Here's a pitch from Hume to Danny Heat. That's a 7. That'll be off Heat and a 31, and that's a deep drive to right field. Backing up is Cedeno, and that's hit deep. That ball is gone. Walk-off home run. Danny Heat. He gets mobbed by his teammates. Walk-off pinch hit home run in the bottom of the 10th inning. The Mets pick up the victory. And Diaz will get the win. I'm not sure. I have to input the stats into Stratomatic because replay doesn't have the 83 season, but the final score is 2-1. The Mets pull it out. How many hits? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. I don't believe there was any errors in there. No errors on this side either. And hits for the Mets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits for the Mets. So it's 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Mets. 1 run, 9 hits, no errors for the Reds. The victory goes to Diaz. The loss goes to Tom Hume. And again, it was what did we roll? A 31, and on Heat, that is 28-33, a home run. That's it, guys. This is Statis Pro Baseball. A heck of a game. A lot of fun. It's a little bit addictive, if you will. And a blast. Tom Hume, this was only his 2nd inning of work. And I will see you guys soon. Remember to join Universal Baseball Association Facebook group. It's a Facebook group for guys that hate Facebook groups, and you'll love this one. And that's about it. So take care. Statis Pro.